welcome back to my channel. I look really cute today. Don't mind the bruises on my boobs. It is day 3 of me being back home. I am still a little bit jet lagged. I have been going to sleep super early, like 8 o'clock at night, and then waking up really early, like 4 a.m. Not to mention I've just been dealing with some drama. My parents flew to Munich yesterday. Their first flight was late and they missed their second flight. What else can I say? I've been working on a new project, kind of stressing out a little bit, honestly. I'm looking at my month that I have ahead of me, and it really feels like I'm not gonna have a lot of time to go to New York City and like do all of the things that I've been wanting to do this summer. I'm trying to get caught up with work. I did kind of like fall off with my routine and my schedule while I was away. That's normal. That's what happens when you're on vacation. So I don't know why I'm like bugging out about it. If you take a workaholic who has literally worked every single day for an entire year straight and you put them in a situation where they're on vacation and like are supposed to relax, it is one of the most stressful situations. It's kind of counterproductive if you think about it. Yeah, so my parents are in Czech Republic. I am the last of my name and kind here on the soil of the United States of America. Also, I want pizza. Also, I'm feeling like really manic today and I'm like all over the fucking place. I want some excitement. Hi, I'm still on my couch, hanging with my dogs. Literally, as soon as I turned my camera on, Milo just walked away. Excuse me, it's raining. I'm just working. I'm literally not doing anything today. I think this is why I don't ever vlog, because like, what the fuck am I gonna vlog? Good morning, everyone. Look at me, look at me. I'll be back once I look better. So apparently there's a tropical storm here today. Love that, like as if my crippling depression wasn't bad enough. It finally stopped raining for a moment. I have not been able to take my dogs outside. I feel what my dogs feel very deeply, so when it's going on 12 hours of them not using the bathroom, I can't help but feel constipated. Tomorrow is Saturday. I have decided that for the sake of me using my apartment at least once this month, I am going to go and have a night out in the city. What's wrong? You look really upset. Oh my gosh. Sometimes when I look at him, I can't help but like imagine him on like the streets of Tennessee, just roaming with a chicken carcass in his mouth. It's my favorite time of the day, time to have lunch. I'm a creature of habit. As I get older, you know, in my wise old age of 30 years, I like to do the same things over and over again. And every single day, I've been making myself the same fucking lunch, except today it's gonna be a little bit different because I don't have all of the ingredients necessary. What I love to make for myself for lunch is a little parfait. I like to get some Greek, is this Greek yogurt? Kind of, it's Aussie, which means I will travel to the ends of the earth for it without really knowing it that well. I'm just kidding. I love Australian things for some reason. And usually I like to have it with roasted pistachios, some shredded coconut flakes, and a little drizzle of honey. But today, unfortunately, we are all out of honey roasted pistachios, so we're just gonna be using some framboises. Oh, I know. Silly me, I forgot to give you a treat. So aggressive. We have this routine. Frank's routine oriented as well. He has this routine where every time he goes outside and then inside, he needs to have a treat because it's his reward for coming back home. And sometimes he'll go in and out multiple times, thinking that every single time he's gonna get a treat. I'm gonna make my little parfait and show you guys what it looks like. I'm gonna try to make it look cute. Hopefully it looks cute. I feel like I sound stupid today. My personality is like a little bit different today. Have you guys noticed? I think I have split personality disorder. Paper towels, be right back. So shredded coconut flakes, honey. This is local because I'm better than everybody. Greek yogurt, whatever brand you like to use. Raspberries, shelled roasted pistachios. I highly recommend that. But some asshole ate all of mine. I'm only gonna take the raspberries that don't look disgusting. Had a really funny thing happen to me last night. One of my friends that I haven't seen in a long time because I've been away and I've been traveling messaged me and was like, hey, you wanna hang out? I have some ecstasy. And I was like, I've never done drugs. So I just thought it was pretty funny that they like had ecstasy and their instinct was to message me about it. I was like, no, I don't do drugs, dude. But I'll babysit you if you want. Do you want me to like be your chaperone? I don't know what's too much yogurt. I think that's a sufficient amount. Raspberries, well, I want to dry them a little bit. Boom, that's a lot. I'm like hunched over, like, yummy. Look at that. Delicious, delightful. And then like in addition to this, I'll probably, that is a lot of honey. In addition to this, I'll probably also have like a little snack during the day. Just, wow. Sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, I look kind of cute. So I've been working really hard on a lot of different things. I know that I like love to shamelessly promote myself on my channel. It's pretty much all I ever do on my channel anymore, but this isn't just because I want to promote it, but I really want to tell you guys about it because it's been a big part of my life the past few months. A lot of people think that all I do is like just take off my clothes on the internet, and while that is a big part of what I do, but you know, I have been working on a crypto page with a friend of mine who is my crypto advisor, and we've kind of like teamed up together to create a sexy OnlyFans page where we give you a complete step-by-step guide on how to understand every aspect of cryptocurrency, and also, you know, give you the fundamentals you need to like actually be able to make money with investing in crypto. I'm actually gonna go work on a weekly crypto digest video right now. Every single Sunday, I sit down and I talk about the big news in crypto. So gonna go do that now. Then I have some photos to take for my premium OnlyFans. I'm gonna answer some messages, and then I'm also working on another project, which I'm not gonna announce here yet. I'm gonna go work. Back in New York. There's a big gray cloud above me right now. Huh, interesting. I hope it doesn't rain tonight. I have like 10 minutes to relax. I just peed and I'm gonna just sit here on my couch. Oh my, sorry, that was really dramatic. I'm just really sad because I got this apartment and I was so looking forward to enjoying it, but I'm barely ever here. I feel like I have to re-explain to the doorman who I am. I like walked in and the doorman looked at me like, first of all, I haven't been here in a few weeks, and second of all, like I have my mask off so I look like a different person, I guess. And he was just like, what apartment are you? And I gave him my apartment number and he was just like, oh. Back in New York, I love it here. Honestly, one thing I can say is that this city never gets old and never loses its sparkle. It's just gonna be hopefully a fun night in New York City. Don't wanna go too crazy. I don't wanna get like wasted. My friend is a little bit late. The vibe in the city is really nice tonight. This cloud is still over me. It's like freaking me out. Is it gonna rain? At least I'm under this umbrella thing. Cheers. Why do I feel like I'm gonna be arrested today? My time in New York City was pretty crazy, I will be honest. I didn't really vlog at all because I was too drunk the entire time. And it was nice to go back to my apartment even for just a little bit, but I will go get coffee. I need to go get Starbucks right now. I'm such a basic bitch. I'm back and I'm very excited because I have an oat milk brown sugar shaken espresso drink, and this is my favorite. Also, if I have anything black on my nose, it's because I did a little bear photo set for my crypto OnlyFans page because, you know, we're in a bear market. Play on words. I love puns. This is the best drink at Starbucks. This is usually what I get, but a lot of the times they're out of oat milk, which sucks. And then I also got, because I'm a child, a unicorn cake pop. I'm very excited about this. So good. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a story time since I didn't really vlog in New York City. It was a pretty crazy night. I ended up starting off the night by going to this place called En Japanese Brasserie, but it was really cool because they bring out this like hot plate and then they bring you the steak already cooked medium rare, and then you have the option to like sear it and cook it a little bit more on this hot plate that like they bring to you, which I thought was really unique and different. Everything was so good. The champagne was really great. It was pretty expensive, but like honestly the place was so cool that I will be going back there. And it's about 10-15 minutes walking distance from where my apartment is, and I never really hung out on Hudson Street before, and I didn't know that there was like this cool little area near my apartment with lots of very nice restaurants. And I also found out that night that Henrietta's on Hudson, which is like a pretty well-known lesbian bar, is literally right there. And it was right across the street from where we were having dinner, me and my friend. I missed that part. I went out with my friend. Some of you guys might know him as Anwar. He's not Anwar. That was his alias like back in the day on my channel because we didn't want to use his real name. His real name is actually Brad, and we all know Brad. Everyone knows Brad. So Brad and I, we hadn't seen each other in a while. We wanted to catch up. Like, he's usually pretty busy with like work. He has a girlfriend. He's got like a whole life. Unlike me, we were both like sharing stories with each other about like what's going on on in our lives, and we were like vibing, so we decided to go to the bar across the street and have a drink there. And then I was just like, oh my god, Henrietta's is literally right next door, we should go. After we had finished our drink outside, there was a line to get into the club, and I was like, we should go, let's just like dance, it'll be fucking funny because like you're, you know, gonna be the only straight guy there. We waited in line, and immediately I was being recognized by people because I feel like I am like lesbian public enemy #1, especially after my season of Before the 90 Days. I just feel like I'm not really like a very popular person in the LGBT community. And actually, even when I was having dinner and I was sitting outside, somebody walked by and messaged me on Instagram and said like, hey, I just saw you. And so like, it's pretty funny because now with like the mask mandate being lifted in New York City, I am being recognized a lot, and I was never really recognized during this season that I was on. I was quarantined, I was inside, I never went anywhere, I never did anything. So like now I'm out, I'm doing stuff, and there's no mask mandate, so my hair looks stupid. So now I'm, you know, having that experience of like, oh, well, I guess I am like kind of like a person that people know about, which I don't even want to say I'm famous because I'm not, but I'm just like a person that people know about, unfortunately. And then we finally got into the club and we ordered some drinks, and then there were two really cute girls at the bar who ordered me and my friend a drink. And I was so drunk that I was like, do I know you guys? And they're like, no, we know who you are. And I was like, oh, cool. And like, we ended up talking and hanging out. They were really cute and they were really sweet. And I wish I remembered more of like the conversation we had. I wish I remembered more in general, but I do know that at the end of the night, I told them, I was like, why don't we just go back to my place? Like I have a rooftop and we can go and just like have some drinks there. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, well, we can walk. And I guess like I was like hobbling around because like my feet were so sore from the shoes I was wearing and from dancing. My outfit was not ideal or appropriate. And they were like, well, our car is right here, we can drive you, because I think that they were concerned for my well-being. So I was like, okay, let's go in your car. And so we're walking up to their car, and they had a really nice car too. I was like, the girl also drove a Porsche, and I was like, oh my god, Porsche twins. So we went back to my apartment. We had more drinks, we talked. Wish I remembered more, but all I do remember is that like the conversation was very lovely and they were so sweet and they were just like relationship goals. And the entire time I think I felt a little bit sad because I was like, god damn, I'm such a fucking third wheel right now. First of all, I don't remember falling asleep. I just remember waking up in a pool of my own sweat in my outfit from that previous night. I was like, oh no. And my head was like tilted a weird way. I was like sleeping on like my fuzzy throw pillow and I had my makeup all over my face. I just looked like a hell and I felt like hell. I was nauseous, I had to throw up. It was not a pretty sight. Don't I know better? And I do this every time. I get up and I check my phone and my brother's texting and calling me. It's like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and he's texting me to let me know that Milo is having diarrhea. So I'm like, oh god, I have to get back to Connecticut because I have to deal with this diarrhea situation. So, you know, it took me a few hours, but I eventually got up out of bed and I managed to make my way over to like this little coffee shop on the corner of where I live. And I walked in and I got myself a croissant and an iced tea, which I was not able to eat. I sat there for a half an hour staring at it and taking the smallest baby bites of a croissant and like 2 sips of my iced tea, and then I brought it back to the counter and the lady's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm not feeling well. And she looks at me and she's like, oh, because you know, COVID era, it's like alarming when anyone says they're not feeling well. I was like, no, I'm hungover. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. She's like, do you want me to make you tea, like hot tea? And I was like, no, it's fine. She's like, is there, and she was like trying to help me because she saw like that I was not doing well at all. I was like, listen, lady, you're so kind, but I've done this to myself. I've dug my own grave and let me just lay in it. There's nothing that you can make me in this cute little French cafe that is gonna make me feel better right now. I need to go home and take care of my dog's diarrhea. So I walked to my parking garage where I go get my car. By the way, I'm like hobbling down the street and everybody's out and about like brunching it up with their friends and I'm just like so ashamed. By the way, I also cried. I got on my phone like as soon as I woke up and I was just like scrolling through Facebook and I saw one of my old friends who's like married and has children now. And I'm just like laying there like a piece of shit in my outfit from the night before with my makeup all over my face, feeling so fucking hungover. And I'm just looking at this happy little family going on vacations together with her young children and her husband. She's the same age as me. Look at me. Look at me. I was so upset. I was like, here I am, 30, hungover, alone. Hangover depression is a bitch. So yeah, I left New York City. I'm back in Connecticut now. Milo's diarrhea situation has been dealt with and is under control. I actually need to go home now because they're probably waiting for me. So anyway, that's my crazy story of my one night this month in New York City that I actually had a chance to go out, and it just turned into an absolute disaster. And I'm just now recovering from my hangover, but I do also realize that my hangover was 100% amplified by the fact that I also got my period yesterday, so it was like double trouble. It's all good. I'm feeling better today. I'm back on track. I'm back to work. I'm being productive. I'm eating my unicorn cake pop. Life is good again. But anyway, thanks guys for watching my Manhattan Diaries episode. Hopefully next time I actually like show you more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and go check out my OnlyFans because that's how I pay for this fancy car. Bye.